Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. Today we're gonna take a look at the brand new supporter packs that got released a couple of hours ago, with that being the Sanctum supporter or the Grand Sanctum supporter, and also the Damnation or the Eternal Damnation supporter pack that are coming with the new Metamorph league. So here are the old core packs with up to the Crucible, I think, yeah. And at some point, with the release of the Conquerors of the Atlas, we're going to have a new core pack. So, yeah, rip the monies. But yeah, anyways, today we're going to take a look at the Grand Spectrum and the Eternal Damnation supporter pack. So I just purchased those. So I would appreciate if you hit the like button for me spending money on MTX, which is something that happens way too often anyways. So let's start with the Grand Spectrum supporter pack. So wait, let me fix that. So, okay. We're getting, with the Sanctum supporter pack, we're getting the wings. We get the weapon effect, and the rest is like portrait frame, soundtrack, and so on. So basically what is interesting for me, for using MTX, is basically wings and the weapon effect. So let's take a look at the wings, and they look, in the previous, in the preview video of the supporter packs, the wings and also the weapon effect looked really fancy. You know what? Let's get rid of the Dread banner here. Or is it the invisible? So we get rid of the Dread banner. That's the main reason here. So let's see. Assassin weapon effect. We are down here to the Sanctum weapon effect. So if we now have this one, the thing is, if you get a weapon effect purchasing a supporter pack, it always counts for both weapons, okay? Let's see if I have the Ultimate Chaos. It's something that came from the mystery boxes. If I activate this one, only one weapon will appear, so I need to have a second one to have it on both weapons. If you buy a supporter pack, you're just gonna activate it once, and then both weapons will disappear. If it is buggy, then you're just gonna go here, weapon swap back, and then both of your weapons should shine like that. And it looks actually pretty fancy, especially if we have some nice Leap Slam effect. So I saw that in the video, and we later gonna do a Shaper run here, just to see the whole MTX in action. So this is what you get when you purchase the Sanctum supporter pack. The nice wings here looking like an angel. Like, these are some real wings here. Some other wings, they are kind of weird, but these actually look pretty fancy, to be honest. But I really like the weapon effect, because it's like very shiny and glory, especially when you do like leap slams. It really follows you up here, and it looks pretty cool. So let's take a look at the Grand Sanctum. So now we get a complete armor pack on top of that. We also got the supporter forum title, and also the portrait frame and stuff. But most interesting here is the armor pack. So we go down here. We have here the got too many MTX here. Wait, where is it? Here we have the Grand Sanctum helmet or the hood, and I think the hood looks kind of pretty cool. You know what? It kind of reminds me. I have to say that. Wait a second. World of Warcraft tier 6 priest. I think it was the priest. That looked kind of similar, to be honest. Like, I don't know. Like, here we go, PvE tier 6. Looks kind of, I mean, yeah. Anyways, this is just like instantly when I equipped this one, I was like, hey, this looks like the priest tier 6. Anyways, let's keep on going with the, here we have the Grand Sanctum body art. Ooh, that looks actually super nice. That's some very nice colors here, because the most to white that I get was these color here, right? But this is actually now really nice looking here, with all the platings and the metal and the white frames here. It's actually pretty cool. So, and then following up with the we should have some gloves, to be honest. Just need to find them. Seeker, what is it called? Grand, so probably at G. We need to find the G spot here. Ice gloves, ghost flame. Oh, Grand Spectrum. Here they are. So they look kind of metal. Here it should. Yeah, these are those. Do we have anything else besides that? The Grand Spectrum armor pack. The hood. But yeah, this is actually the usual thing. Would be this helmet here. which kind of looks okay. It looks like a knight, basically, right? But I really dig those hoods. Like, I usually have all those hoods here applied to my characters, like the Celestial hood, so you can have up those red eyes, for example, and it should probably work the same way with these ones, but they come already with some, like, blue eyes, like the Harbinger Jellinger eyes. Can we actually adjust that one? No, probably seems not like it. But anyways, this is the pack, and it looks actually pretty sexy and fantastic, to be honest. Like, I personally, I love supporter packs, right? And I do have a lot of supporter packs, and this is probably one of the best ones. And yeah, this is something I really wanted to have when I saw the announcement. So let's take a look at the second supporter pack. So this was the Grand Spectrum. Here we got the Damnation coming with the weapon effect and also the character effect this time, so no wings. So let's see. This one looks already like something new, but we're gonna equip that later on. Let's just remove everything here. Remove. Oh, not this. Not like this. Oh no. Okay, so here we go. So we have the weapon effect and the character effect. The character effect should look something like this. We have some... Hey, are these snatches from Harry Potter? Let's go. And we also have the, what we said, the weapon effect here. So this also counts for both weapons, just to mention it again. And here we have the Damnation. This is what I meant. I now have the old and the new one applied. So all you do is weapon swap back, and now both apply to the same thing here. But you can also, like, use two of those, right? It's just like if the second weapon slot is empty, it will take the one from your main hand, basically, if you have the supporter pack. So that actually looks kind of fancy, I would say. I like the weapon effect. Do we also have some... Yeah, we do have some shinings over here when you leap slam. Actually, wait a second. Let me look closer here. Some rat things coming here. And then we have, on the Eternal Damnation supporter pack, we have the armor pack and also the hood here, basically, right? So let's take a look at the armor pack, what you get with the Eternal here. So what looks new? This looks new. Hey, that actually looks fancy. I like this when we have, like, hey, this is an actual heart, you see? Like, it would be nice if you lose health, that this one actually goes lower. But it's like a little bit too in-depth, I guess. So, let me check here. We have the Eternal and some more Bloodguard. Where do we have it? Eternal. There we go. Any footprints? Sadly not. So we have the armor pack. Basically, here we have the wings and the weapon effect, and here we have the full set. Here we have the character effect and the weapon effect, and here we have the full set as well. Looks like this. It kind of looks a little bit better on this preview, just because it's a little bit more dark and reddish, and this one is kind of not that, which is actually kind of weird. If we zoom in here, it's actually some very dark night, but I kind of like this one more. So it's kind of a bronze helm, and it's actually not really bronze. It's more like rusty things. But hey, I personally am both here, and I can say it like it is. You know, I'm not a GGG employee or something like that, so I can give you my honest opinion. And I personally think that the Grand Sanctum supporter pack looks way better than the Eternal. Still, depending on what you like, this is like the more evil thing here. But I somehow like, if we're gonna take a look at the majority of supporter packs here, or at least my preference, is always like the dark one, the Sentinel, for example. A very good and beautiful looking supporter pack that should be gone by now, but it looks kind of cool, right? But I was really missing in my entire collection here of MTX, I was really missing something like a very white and shiny MTX. The closest, as I said, that I came to was the Sunspire set. That is kind of, yeah, also like angel stuff, you know, but this one looks really cool, and we're gonna take this one and run a Shaper set, because at the moment I'm farming Shapers for the Celestial Hideout. It's end of the league, you guys know that, and it's kind of boring at the moment, I would say. So the best thing to do to cover up some time is I decided to farm up the Celestial Hideout. So the Celestial Hideout, if we're gonna pop this one over here, it's basically the Shaper area, right? There is two different ones. Celestial Hideout, let me take a look here. If we're gonna move that one over, it's this hideout here, basically, where you are standing here. The one when you enter the Shaper's Realm, right? The second one that you can buy in the shop is the... Galaxy Hideout? No, wait, it had a different name. It was the Shaped Hideout. So this is the one that you can buy on the store for money. This is basically the area where you fight Shaper, which is pretty cool. But the Celestial Hideout, the one where you enter the Shaper's Realm, is kind of the rarest hideout in the game. And since it's end of the league, I want to make, like, finally a nice MBX hideout. I wanted to do this for so long, and I never really had the motivation to do it. And I think since the new league is announced, or at least like will come later than expected, usually it would start like the 6th or 7th. Now we have it on the 13th, and this is because of the Exile Con. So we even have more time, or more downtime in PoE, better said, to do something like this. And the reason why I'm doing it is simply because we don't know how we're gonna get access to the Shaper's Realm in the next phase here, right? Like in the Conquerors of the Atlas. So at the moment, you have your Guardian maps here, you know, you kill those Guardians, get the fragments, and then you can do a Shaper run. The thing is, in the new Atlas version, this one is gone, and there are no Guardian maps or anything like that. But there is still going to be the option to do that. If we're gonna take a look, Path of Exile Metamorph League, we pull that one over. So we can take a look. So basically this is the announcement here, right? With the new stuff here, the Conquerors, blah, blah, blah. And we don't have a Shaper's Realm over here. So if we're going to take a look at the Atlas at the current state here, you know, this is the new Atlas. So these should be Guardian maps, but they are just high tier maps, right? Or are these Guardian maps? Probably not. Let me zoom in. Let me see the image here. No, that's clearly not a Guardian icon. This is Jungle Valley, for example. So we don't have that. So the other thing is, what is 100% guaranteed, this one here is a Shaper background. So you're going to have access to shaped items, elder items. And if we take a look at the Metamorph League here, you're going to see those images where they capture the Metamorph, right? So the bosses here. This is Malachi. Here we have the Val Oversoul. And now, like, if I take a look here, this is Hydra. And this is a Guardian. So you will be able to fight the Guardians, cause you need their soul or their essence or whatever, you know, to get those Metamorph bosses going. But if I can kill Guardians, they're gonna drop Shaper fragments. Pretty sure they will. So you're gonna have access to the Shaper's Realm at some point, but it's going to be way, way harder than at this state of the Atlas. You know, I just buy a bunch of Guardian maps, I farm the fragments, or just buy the fragments, something like that, and now I can basically farm all those up, right? So if you really want to be safe here, Exile, you're just gonna spend your time now. Now you have time to just get the Celestial Hideout going, and there is a chance, like, it works like that. You kill the Shaper, right? This is something we're gonna do right now. At the end of the kill, once you kill him, there is a pop-up when you get the hideout. But I don't know about the chances. I know people farmed it for like quite some time already and haven't even gotten it yet after like 200 Shapers. I know from people that got it after like, I don't know, like 10 Shapers or something. And I saw in a video that you could be able to get it from Uber Elder as well. So both Uber Elder and Shaper should be able to drop the Celestial Hideout at a very rare chance. I personally only knew from the Shaper kill, but some people report that you get it from the Uber Elder as well. I pretty much did like a 60 or 70 Uber Elders this league, and I haven't gotten it. The hideout was released in like 3.6, I think, in Synthesis League. And since then, I've pretty much done like 150 Shapers or something, or even more Uber Elders, and I did not get it. So probably this is just my RNG, and you guys know me, I have like the worst RNG ever in existence, so probably that's the reason why I still haven't gotten it. But at the moment, I'm farming it. Yesterday we did like 30 runs or something. Sadly, no luck. But in the end, I'm going to collect all the loots that I'm getting from these runs, so I can make an additional video here just talking about how many runs did it take to actually get it, what was the loot, how often do you get gloves, boots, the flask, maybe a Star Forge, the amulet, or something like that. But yeah, we're gonna finish this run here, and we're gonna see... God, it looks beautiful with this blood effect here on the white wings. Holy shit, I really like this effect here. Just to see the supporter pack in action. Currently playing some, yeah, just a typical Cyclone Leap Slam, Cyclone Impale character. So this was probably one of the fastest builds that I could come up with for this challenge, just because I didn't want to buy any stuff, because at the moment the market is so dead. If you want to buy a gem, you probably have to ride like 10 people or something to actually be able to buy a gem. So I just checked my stashes and was like, hey, what do I have on stash? And there was one day in the league where somebody came to me and said like, yeah, he's done with the league, I can have his gear. And this is pretty much 90% of his gear I'm using here. So if you're watching this one, thanks again for giving me that gear, so I don't have to worry about buying stuff anymore. And he has some really crazy gear. We're currently running, maybe with the blitz charges and so on, maybe like 5-6 million Shaper DPS, which is kind of absurd here. But yeah, in the end, it's a Berserk. We have the Blitz charges, so as soon as we are killing stuff, our Leap Slam gets like pretty sick and fast. And it's like the perfect way to farm Shaper, because it takes some time. It's not like you can insta-kill and you still need to do all phases. Let me see. I always like kill him, like face him, and then I let him jump or whatever. Just hope that he's not making this weird face here. And as you see, once you kill some mobs, you get your Blitz charges up. You're kind of pretty fast. God, these goddamn trees, I'm stuck here. But yeah, this is what I'm doing at the moment. I'm trying to... the main idea is I want to create a beautiful hideout. I really want to spend a couple of days moving pixels around to have a beautiful hideout that you probably can then later on download. But at the moment, I just want to have the rarest hideout before I start this journey, right? Of the pixel move around. So, we are at the last phase of Shaper. Let's hope that he's not doing his weird circle phase. We can just burst him down. So never pop your flasks early. So now I see I can do it. And there we go. We have the boots. The rest is bullshit. So now basically there would be a pop-up saying Celestial Hideout unlocked. It didn't happen, so we're just gonna go for the next run and just continue. You might even... There was a point in the game where you didn't get a pop-up or it was bugged at some point. So the best way, if you say like, hey, I want to have this hideout too, first of all, check Helena, go select hideout, and see if you get the Celestial Hideout somewhere over here. Just because you maybe had or gotten it in the previous leagues, but you just weren't aware of that when you just did your Shaper grind or whatever thing, you know. So better before you start, check Helena if she has the hideout. If not, buy fragments and just keep on farming and going. So here is my dump tab for the current things here. We have like 1 Star Forge, we have a couple of Ruby Flasks, a couple of boots, and even more gloves. And in the end, once I get it, hopefully, if it doesn't take too long, we're gonna make a roundup video talking about how many kills did it take, what is the loot, and in the end, we can vaal everything like my good old habit. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this kind of video with the new supporter packs. I really dig this one, it looks very cool, and yeah, see ya on the next video.